Hello, Marika and Steve. My name is Virgil Burns, and I'm here with my business partners Joshua Flores, Ming Lee, and Hayden Wires. And today we'll be presenting a relationship marketing plan for Salt and Straw. On the agenda for this presentation, we'll first start with our research, then use our research to outline our objectives, strategies, tactics, and measurements. After we outline our plan, we'll wrap up with our plans moving forward. So a quick overview of Salt and Straw. The company was founded in Portland, Oregon in the year 2011 by its founders Kim and Tyler Malik. Since 2011, they have branched out into locations across the West Coast in Portland, Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, and Seattle. Salt and Straw takes pride in their many flavors of ice cream made from local suppliers and farmers, even tokening the phrase farm to cone as part of their mission statement. After doing our research, we found areas of improvement in the following areas. First, Salt and Straw lacks a loyalty program. This isn't uncommon for smaller ice cream shops, but a solid and simple loyalty program would do well to set them apart from their main competitors. Salt and Straw doesn't have many ways of collecting customer data. This means that reacting to customer concerns and promoting their products is more difficult without a good way of measuring their customers' desires. There's also no incentive to return to Salt and Straw besides great ice cream. There's opportunity to keep customers coming back with a good email and social media strategy. Long wait times are leading to a bad customer experience. In a Google survey we linked to amongst our friends in the Seattle area, we found that 67 out of 119 people found this to be a big issue. And aside from direct email, there is nowhere to leave direct feedback post-purchase. So on to our persona. For our persona, we created a fictional person named Jennifer Kern. We went with a profile of a basic city dweller. Basically someone that's single, college educated, expects good service when spending her money, goes out with friends on the weekends, values local business, lives in Ballard, so somewhere near the Seattle area, works at Amazon corporate and has a salary of around $65,000, loves ice cream, and drives a Prius.
Moving to the customer empathy map, we have four categories how our target persona thinks. First of all is think and feels, which is what's in their head usually happen. They like to be served quickly. They prefer friendly services, and obviously they're really busy with work. And next category is C is what's the environment around them and what do they see. Obviously, again, they have a really busy work environment, and they like to hang out with their family, friends, and coworker often. And next is here. Here usually how do they find out the places around them? Most likely they're from word to mouth from coworker and friends, and they also like to go to social media such as Yahoo, Facebook, and to look for stuff they want to see. And of course there's Google. They like to search stuff around them. Let's say you want to go for ice cream around them. And say and do, this is after post their services or purchases, and they would like to comment on the how happy are they. They most likely will go to social media like Instagram to tell people they either happy or not, or they go online to leave a review such as Yelp, or they word to mouth to recommendation to their friends and family. And moving to next is the customer journey map. And this is map layout for all the touch points when a customer comes to Salt and Straw, and what do they see and how it affect our business. For the first one, they're gonna look for some places to eat around them, so they're more likely to go on the website such as Google to look for ice cream around me or fruit around me, and that would come up with the Salt and Straws. And this touch point, it will gonna be social media, website, or SEO on Google. And on these stages, our customer target persona is probably pretty neutral. They're not happy or sad on anything. And for the next one, moving to considerations, which is when they locate down Salt and Straws, and they're gonna see what our review is, to see is it good or not, to look at the menu, is it really interesting in them. So in this touch point is also, again, it's still gonna be on social media, website, SEO, could be like Google reviews, Yahoo review, or social media people comments. On here, people can find problems like they either like it or not, is it good reviews. And on the customer experience right here, right now, it should be anticipations. And moving on to decisions. So when they install in Straw, the touch point here is when they find a location and go into the store. On this occasions, things can happen is wait time, how happy are they, and they also to looking at customer service, is it good or not, are they being Greek, and on here the customer experience can go from annoying from waiting and could be really interesting when they got really good customer services. Moving on to conversion. So this is when they finally decide to purchase a product. In the touch point right here, they're gonna meet with the cashiers, and then they just go purchase a product. And moving for the next one, it's gonna be loyalties, and this is gonna be post purchase. It's gonna show how happy are they after they purchase, and moving on, if they're really happy, it's gonna be really satisfied. Obviously, the experience is gonna be happy. If they're not, they're gonna give a really bad review, and we might not gonna be able to get them come back to a Salt and Straw.
So a couple quick things of note. We sent out a Google survey from customers of Salt and Straw. We got about 119 responses back. As Virgil stated earlier, a lot of their customers actually said that the wait times are a little too long. 67 out of 119, people said that the wait times are too long. So about 56% of the people surveyed. Only 4% of the customers were not satisfied with the price. And out of all the people there, 45 out of 119 people actually visit Salt and Straw more than once. Most of the customers, as you can see, about 25% visit every 2 weeks to a week. So they're really good regular customers. And then 82% of the people rated the taste of the ice cream excellent or great. So as we can see from this, that people really like what they're getting. The only thing is how long it takes them to get their ice cream, and the pricing is just a small margin of people have the issue with the pricing, so not too bad. From this, we found out that our objectives, what we really want to go for is we want to drive revenue 10% by the end of Q3. How we're going to do that, or how we got this number, is actually from our next one. So we want to increase retention and repeat customers in store by 5% at the end of Q3. We did the math on this, and we believe that with the customer retention, repeat customers improving by 5%, your increase in sales will actually increase by 10. So right now, estimate annually is about $8.5 million. So with this, you should be getting a return of about $850,000. We also want to drive perception that Salt and Straw is the go-to ice cream place in Seattle. Seattle is a great place. It's huge. It has a lot of other things. We want to make sure customers know that Salt and Straw is actually the best place to go. So our strategy for this, we want to implement a loyalty program for Salt and Straw to collect more primary data about its customers. We're going to use CRM and Store to analyze data, which will be used to improve customer experience. We want to make sure we can get really personal with our customers, and how we can implement this is by getting to know them more, getting more information about them. Obviously, send email reminders to customers about send email reminders to customers at an appropriate time post-purchase. So we want to make sure people are getting updated after they have already purchased the product, right? They want to make them coming back in that feedback loop. Asking them about their experience and how asking them about their experience and reminding them of the benefits they have from obtaining the loyalty plan. So we want to make sure they understand that, like, hey, you keep coming back, you keep, buying from us, we'll give you something in return because we care about you. Obviously when we create emails, we want to also do social media posts with the intention of bringing more customers into our loyalty plan. So, this all kind of circles back around to increasing customer retention and increasing revenue. So from this, we kind of saw that most people coming into Salt and Straw going to be younger people, ages 16 to 29, live in urban areas. Obviously Seattle, any places around there is pretty urban. Average income around here is about 60 to 100K. Looking for the value in food. So why come to Salt and Straw? What do they get out of it? Obviously they get great tasting ice cream, and it's locally sourced, which is a big, huge thing around this area, is they want things to be locally sourced. And we want to make sure they're active on social media, just because we want to get the word out. So we want to look at people who can help us spread the word. Obviously we want that earned media, and then we're also looking for all genders. So we're not specified on who we're targeting necessarily for genders, but want to make sure we get our message out to a wider variety of people.
So to our first tactic, we want to implement a loyalty program. As we know that Salt and Straw, they don't have a loyalty program, that we're missing out a lot of data that we can collect with this opportunity. So first of all, we want to create a point-based loyalty program, and what I mean is it's going to be the customer get 1 point based on how many dollars they spend. And on the next one, people can sign up with the loyalty program with either their phone number or email, or if they like, they can sign up with both. And with the loyalty program, Soaring Straw can use the opportunity to collect real data when customers sign up for the program, when they come in purchase, what flavor do they buy, how often do they come in, and those are data is really valuable for us to moving forward for customer relationships. With that, we can strengthen our customer to know what's their preference, how often do they come in, and moving on with the loyalty program member, people can skip the line with the text messages, some benefit with that, and they also can get some rewards when they sign up. And obviously, with the loyalty program, we want to keep it up with the CRM system. And in here, we choose to use the Hootsuite because on this project we don't have a budget, so I don't know how much we should spend. I found out that Hootsuite is really interesting. They offer free application for companies such as Soaring Straw. There's a small business that can use a CRM system to start up to see if they need additional more application. They can go ahead and pay more. But from now, we can just use the Hootsuite to check on the data of the loyalty program.
All right, so one of our loyalty tactics is going to be taking advantage of email, and we will be doing this in 2 separate steps. First of all is obtaining the email addresses, and then next is sending them out. So obtaining the email addresses will be done 2 different ways. The first one will be either on the website or social media by creating ads with a call to action that will incentivize the user to sign up for the email list, and then they will get emails and we will have that information. The second one will be asking for email at the checkout in stores. And then what we're going to be doing with this information is we will send out emails based on their purchase history. These will be personalized emails with information relevant to their taste preference, frequency of visits, and local events. We'll also send out post-purchase emails with incentivized surveys used to improve the customer experience. So this would relate to both of the sales objective and the brand objective of increasing sales revenue by 10% and increasing customer retention by 5%, both at the end of Q3 2020. With this in mind, increasing customer retention is the big one that this tactic will be playing on. Email, that's what email is all about, is like creating that customer relationship, and that's what we intend to do with this tactic. So our next tactic is going to be social media. We will do this in a way of like trying to gather feedback so that we can work to improve based on what our customers want. So to do this, we're going to create various posts with a different call to action to an incentivized survey with an automatic entry into our loyalty program just by doing the survey. And this will be useful for a couple different ways. One of them is to bring awareness to Salt and Straw loyalty program as it will be launching in store. And then the other one will be survey. The survey will require the user email to submit, but once they submit their email, they will get some kind of reward against that, and incentivized, just an incentive to submit their information. The reward will be based on whatever the customer wants, so it'll be a free scoop of ice cream based on whatever their flavor is. So that'll also add to the building the relationship by giving them that kind of freedom. Another thing to keep in mind for the social media tactic is that we need to respond in a timely manner to customer feedback. That is huge with creating loyalty online, is timely communication and being able to contribute to conversation. So that's what we're going to do. We want to make our social media followers feel more valued, and we want to develop a better understanding of our customers' pain points that we can build off of for future marketing. All right, so how we're going to measure all of this, we will measure sales and the amount of revenue coming directly from the new loyalty program. Again, with the email incentives, we will measure the amount of emails that we can get. With the online surveys, we'll collect the survey results. Customer retention and repeat visitors will be monitored through our CRM program. And then we'll also be doing social listening of all our Salt and Straw social media accounts. And this measurement is based on obviously all of our objectives, but in particular, our brand objective of increasing customer retention and repeat customers in store by 5% by the end of Q3 2020.
So moving forward for this plan, we come up with this relationship marketing plan to want to help you success to increase the sales revenue. and also as retaining customer to for returning, and also want to drive brand perception that Shaw and Straw should go to ice cream shops. So as we talk about, Shaw and Straw is struggling to contain have people to coming back for frequent visitor. I believe with this plan we can really help you to strengthen your customer relationship with the consumers by implementing a CRM plan, a loyalty program, and with that strengthening customer relationship, you can increase your sales revenue and drive more perception that Shaw and Straw is a good ice cream place to go for moving forward.